Please make. Oh, over. Like a explosion crater. Foxhole. That looks like something. Blue hole. Save at the camp. Check the Vistage. No walk. Oh, boar. Yeah, boar.
That'll keep my stomach quiet.
Eat. Where are you gonna have me be? Better hawks? Then hawk. Oh, I see that.
Scrabbling a bit.
Get to it without the glint hawks attacking me. Get up here. At him. Let's see the next grip. Stitch Cascade. Oh, Fard. Fard. Baker's End.
Where better to start than at the end? Where the end started anyway. Ground zero. Where it all came crashing down. My career first. And everything else. And I mean everything.
Place where AI was built. Actually, didn't know if it happened in Utah of all places. Mormons. Back here. There wasn't a butt. Or meat now. Alright. First off, we're gonna loot the equipment stash. Ah, here.
Right where he said it would be.
Purple. Plus 58 handling. Cool. Nice. A rope caster.
Not a bad selection.
Did he not expect...
To use. Why are you doing this?
Because I want you to succeed. Good hunting. We'll talk later.
Wait! Damn him.
Did they not expect me to have a rope caster by this point? Is that what's going on? To finish here, I guess go back down.
Corrupted watchers. Acting as guards.
I say though.
The Eclipse and corrupted machines. Cooperating. Unhappy family.
Oh, one happy fan. I'm sorry. There. Is that better?
Forged dirt delvers made off with any riches long ago, but not the ancients buried in the ground.
Two of them there. The bomb, but don't pop him.
Incoming!
Stab him. Like that, I will disappear.
I'm not here.
Ah, shoot. But two. There.
An explosion.
Explosion.
I lost her!
Batman ain't got nothing on me. Go.
All hard work, no danger.
Frost always said, patience.
Gotcha. Done.
These dig sites, they're massive.
Triggered. Location being what it is to be here to find. That's a question. If there's machine here to find where it's all started, why are there machines? Make more sense. Have left. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Yep.
Going down fast.
Fine, Aloy. Gee. There it is. Metallurgic. That is not the one to finish it. Next to finish a set. That skins anyway.
All these ruins. What did the old ones do here?
Made machines.
Yo!
Hush. Like twitchy little things. Reason why we have aim assist. Gotcha. Cute little thing.
Snow haze. Very strong.
Oh,
That thought got dark.
Raptor. Turn watcher. Like that corruptor is only the finish out mission. That there is a mug up ahead. That's what I mean. Rubber turn. Stab. The being connected will detect whenever. Shoot. Headshot. Here. Damn it. Got him.
Blasted! Man down!
And a machine down.
That better not be one of ours!
Oh. Go. There we go. Watch over there and a creep there to some. And finish back with that corruptor. No way I can finish out the corruptor. They're gonna very loud fight. Adios. But again. Guys, miss Sunfall. Going around killing people, you be able to stay in Sunfall. Notice that the more powerful the machine, the better enchantments you. Area looks. Alright. Strip this guy. What? I missed one of them.
Corruptor. Might prove a challenge.
Has any more components on it? Get it. When you overheat corruptors, Oh, it's limping around. So sad. Raptor dead. Now for you.
What have they been uncovering here?
Oh, who that guy was talking to? Oh, one of the. Let's push him back from him. I just met. No. Pray for Ratbone. Yep. Explosion. Like great. Nice. I'm gonna. Let's go ahead and actually let's craft first. Right on machine. Right over for each. Working a machine. Enough for me. Ancient necklace. Oh, noisy. What are they doing in here? Oh, that is a beast.
All weapons operational. Time to get it moving and be quick about it.
Deathbringer. Unearthed ancient platform built to deliver over force prone to overheating. Weak to fire and shock, but strong against corruption. That's repeater cannon turret. Cooling rods. High damage and overheat faster. You target the core. So we got flamethrower at the bottom. Nowhere. Vents. We just want to high damage faster. So target the heat vents first to keep it constantly open. Gun turret, warm launcher, stabilizer. All on the side. You target the heavy cannon turret.
Has to be one of the Deathbringers Olin talked about. Fitting name. I'll never get into that tower. Unless I destroy that thing first.
Do the one. Try to remove the trouble around it first. Oh. Catch those guys. Like the excavate site. So, in fact, they have really, really powerful. Hey, come on, buy one.
She went that way.
Who did this?
Go to sleep. One of them off. See what.
Focus. It stopped working.
Rest is up to you.
I'll handle it.
Bag of meat. Red runs out. Be hidden again. They're picking off the ads. Do you?
Gotcha.
Funny. Somehow the machine didn't react to that. Alright, I'll take it. For the officer. Okay. We're disabling these attacks, but thankfully it is already heavily damaged.
Steam's blasting out. I wonder if those are weak points.
Oh, unfortunately, my bow was a little bit overpowered. Description, fire coil, and a corruption coil.
Finally.
Oops. There.
Did it. Those things pack a punch. All right. That Eclipse officer had a focus. Let's see what's on it. Let's see what you have to say.
Oh,
What is this?
The entity lives. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
I kind of expected more from his voice. Didn't want her listening in.
What was that? Hades? Did you see that? No answer, huh? Figures. Things just keep getting stranger. I need to... Looks tight, but I can squeeze through.
Better at squeezing through cracks. Or Laura Croft.
Hold for identiscan.
One of these again.
Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobak. Please step inside.
I guess less than 1% is a margin of error for gene recognition. Hey,
Dr. Sobak, you are 355,510 days overdue for your meeting with Mr. Farrell. Please proceed to the 35th floor.
Wait. 350,000. That's hundreds of years ago. What's going on?
whoop. Right, a little bit. And that very, very simple. Your children are supposed to be tangled waveform. Oh,
The protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, quantum encryption, black quartz stuff, way beyond military grade. That's what you demanded. So that's what we delivered.
You don't code something you can't crack. All we need is a backdoor. Upload the latest service pack update and the problem goes away.
You specifically forbade us from leaving anything resembling a backdoor in code. Every protocol to Black Quartz standard. Your words. Look, if you need me to fudge some projections, it's nothing we haven't done before.
I don't need fudged projections. I need a way to reassert control over the Heart's Timor swarm.
I don't know what to tell you, Ted. You're asking the impossible.
So, codes. They needed codes of some kind to control the machines. But they got out of control. Sounds bad.
I appreciate whenever characters start to put together as you gather lore. Icons. For the show. Both things.
A Deathbringer. Or a statue of one, anyway. A machine built to kill. And they honored it?
Welcome to Faro Automated Solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow are being solved today. With over 25,000 human employees based in nations and corporate holdings across the globe, Faro leads the world in every sector of self-sustaining, fully automated technology. From revolutionary consumer products close to home, like the Faro Focus, to the dynamic chariot line of peacekeeping robots halting bloodshed in conflict zones across the globe, Faro remains committed to making the future smarter, brighter, safer, and always surprising. Faro Automated Solutions. For every problem of life, a smart solution.
Yeah, not too smart.
So they made the Focus.
Hey, Master Booms.
1,000 people?
I guess that's your name, Master Booms.
Tribe. So they made machines and devices. I guess those things were common in their world.
reception log. 9:54 a.m. Field Commandant Dang of the Indo-Malay Agricultural Combine arrived with his delegation. Refreshments were served before their 10:15 sales presentation on the chariot line. Per instructions, food will be vegetarian only. Sander Yangu, Vice President of the Territorial Integrity from Freshwater Grounds Coffee Global, arrived with his entourage. Refreshments were served for the 10:30 a.m. sales presentation on the chariot line. Per instructions, we'll use Fresh Grounds Takimo blend, no artificial creamer. So that happened. Called security and janitorial to clean out the coffee that was spilled. Actually, more like thrown. I wasn't aware that the Indo-Malay Combine grows coffee beans. That Fresh Grounds acquisition team has tried to take the fields by force repeatedly. I think Commandant Ding had Angu by the hair for a second there. Schedules these things to drop a lot of sales. This can't happen again. Whew. Yeah, that's why you do research on your clients. Make sure that that doesn't happen. Huh. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to get a guide to find all the ones I know it.
What was this place? What were they doing here?
It was a corporation. A group of people not unlike a tribe. And they made machines.
Yeah, go on.
I've uploaded some data files to your focus. They'll help you understand.
See. Elizabeth Swordbeck. Elizabeth Swordbeck, born March 11, 2020, is an American scientist, roboticist, and engineer, widely regarded as one of the greatest minds of the 21st century. Born and raised outside Carson City, Nevada, she enrolled at Stanford University at age 13. Whoa. Earning a BS in experimental physics and computer science at age 6. She completed her PhD in robotics and artificial intelligence design at Carnegie Mellon University in 2040. Joined Aero Automated Solutions as a junior scientist the same year, rising quickly to chief scientist at the age of 22. Goodness gracious. For the next 8 years, her green robot designs played a vital role in realizing the environmental cleanup and detoxification efforts of the clawback decade, propelling FAS to the forefront of its field. In 2048, she suddenly resigned for FAS, protesting the company's pivot to automated military technologies. In 2049, she founded Miriam Technologies, a firm devoted to life-positive robotics and other technologies. Miriam has since become one of the world's largest supplier of green robots, winning numerous awards and accolades, including the 23 Nobel Prize for Physics and 26 Rachel Carson Award for Environmental Progress. So, he was an environmentalist. Very good one at that. Ted Fardo. Theodore Ted Fardo, born December 2013, is an American entrepreneur and business magnate. He is the founder of Fardo Automated Solutions, the largest corporation of all time, the world's wealthiest individual, the first ever trillionaire. Guess Elon Musk didn't make it in this game. This lore. Born and raised in Salt Lake City, Utah, he enrolled at the University of California, Los Angeles, where he studied business for 2 years before dropping out in 2033 to start FAS. Though it struggled at first, the company broke through at the end of the troubled 30s with a popular line of personal servitors and bodyguard bots that exploded with his famous line of green robots that led the race to solve the climate crisis during the 2040s clawback. At the end of the decade, FAS opened a military defense branch, dominated the world market for automated military platforms by 2053. The success of FAS has made Mr. Farrow the world's best-known businessman and one of its most sought-after speakers, a major voice in politics, culture, and international affairs. FAS, Farrow Automated Solutions, American multinational corporate entity that produces robots for all walks of life. Though its core business consists of military and defense contracts. As of 2063, FAS is ranked number 1 on the Fortune 5 by gross revenue and profit for 10 years in a row, a world record. Founded in 2033 by Theodore Ted Farrow, an entrepreneur from Salt Lake City, Utah, The company developed several promising robot prototypes in its early years, but failed to break into markets dominated by then industry giants like General Synthetics and RE Corp. This changed in 2038 with the debut of the Alfred line of levitating personal servitors, which generated exceptional sales, lifting the company into the Fortune 50 for the first time. I don't know. I don't know if Fortune 50 or Fortune 5 is a real thing. Profits tripled in the 40s as the company environmental efforts, led by famed engineer Elizabeth Sobeck, catapulted the FAS to the head of that sector. 2049, in the wake of the successful green and climate cleanup efforts around the globe, worldwide approval ratings of FAS exceeded 90%, and the founder, Ted Farno, was exhaled across media and social networks as the man who saved the world. Yet it was the emergence of FAS as a military contractor in the late 2040s that cemented its status as the wealthiest corporation. With a record market capitalization of over $23 trillion by 2055, FAS controlled 61% of the market share for automated military platforms, holding contracts with 353 nations. I'm pretty sure there's only 193 nations recognized by UN. So I'm not quite sure what it's stating occurred. Trans-governmental organizations and corporate entities. Today, its holdings exceed the second largest corporation, FB Mobihall Global, by 321%. Definition: corporation, corporation, association of individuals created under authority of law, have existence, powers, and liberties distinct from those of its members. In business sense, a corporation is usually owned by shareholders through sale or distribution of stock. Profit from such ownership. Vote at designated times for its governance, and designate executives to run affairs. Most corporations engage in one or more industries to produce goods or offer services for profit, and may in turn own other corporations, companies, or property as well. Okay. That should be. The lab retool.
Now, I know this must seem like a bizarre change of direction. I mean, we're Faro Automated Solutions, right? #1 robotics firm in the world. Why would we clear our production slate to fabricate human-operated vehicles and weapon systems, the relics of the past? All I can say at this juncture is, trust me, we will be exploiting a massive, growth opportunity by retooling and reallocating capacity according to my plan. So I will need revised projections of mass fabrication velocity across every pipeline within 36 hours.
So they were making machines, then they stopped to make other kinds of weapons? Why?
Because Pharaoh knew things were to go crazy. He needed option to fight against.
The air. There's no smell to it, not even old death. Nothing natural. Another cave-in. But I could get through.
Text mail from Jaden. From Jay Franken. To reception. Subject RE complaint. Hey, reception, if that's your real name. Want to know who scheduled Indo May right next to Fresh Grounds? That would be me, Senior VP of Sales. Want to know why? That little hair pulling incident, both sides increased their bids by 40%. I'll explain. Because your reception level of brain probably requires. Those two sides are fighting. And what do we sell? That's right, combat machines. We want each other, so they will try to fight each other with what? That's right again, combat machines. They will pay us a lot of money for. Just you go back to serving coffee with a blank smile and let me do my much more complicated job. Thanks a bunch, Mr. Franklin, to you. Was an asshole. Oh. moving it. Down my only. Better up.
Looks like I can climb here.
Up or down? Marker. Oh. Oh, now I get it.
I bet I can use that as a ramp to get back up.
Okay. Didn't realize where I...
Made it.
Poke around. Now let's go on.
Looks like the way up. What's left of it.
Test one. Oh. Oh. Test. Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't see the microphone bar. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So good. Alright. Go. Go, lower. Text log. That's campus log. High priority alert. Automated log note. All non-assistive systems have been entered hibernation. High priority alert. Automated log note. Full lockdown has been initiated. High priority alert. Due to increasing frequency of violent protests targeting this campus, security of FAS employees can no longer be guaranteed. Therefore, we have taken the difficult decision to shutter this facility indefinitely. Staff will be briefed on a block-by-block basis regarding proper procedure for archiving and or disposal of product-related data and materials. High-Sec and a crisis team will then conduct exit review for all areas locked down. High priority alert. Reporting messaging to all staff in E&F blocks. Treat the current lockdown situation as an exercise, but do not attempt to release the hatches, otherwise exit the building. High priority alert. A reminder that while high-sec personnel remain committed to employee safety during the current portion events, personal firearms must be relinquished when presenting for identiscan. High priority alert. Additional public access roads en route to the campus have now been closed to relieve waiting time at the outer security cordons. High-sec reminds all staff that the campus remains off limits to the public. High priority alert. Following recent campus security issues, all staff are reminded that presenting for identiscan and displaying your security badge permanently at all times for analytics are both mandatory. Priority alert. In light of recent acts of terrorism directed at rapid transit system, High-Tech now offers a Big Brother initiative to accompany staff Traveling from off-site, sign up is required and strongly encouraged. 48 more entries on high priority. Additional entries are things were falling apart.
So people were angry at Faro, at the corporation. They blamed this place for something. Something bad.
Yeah, really happy that all this is optional. Spiritual Summit. Paula, recent events have sharpened my perspective. I think that I and FAS in general have been neglecting the spiritual side of things. Not under any specific religious framework, of course, but a more general sense. As I not given enough thought to our shared values, hopes, and aspirations for the afterlife. I'd like you to reach out to the religious leaders of every stripe with the intention of scheduling a conference soon, very soon. I have more thoughts about the agenda later, but for now, put out some feelers and see if we can lock something in. Make it a Big 10. No hook, no cooks, but everyone with a credible audience. Let's go deluxe. Make it clear we'll spare no expense. Thanks. Paula apparently was his secretary he was on good terms with. About the afterlife. Probably surmised that he didn't have long to live.
The FSP-5 Kopesh provides a one-size-fits-all solution to main battle force capability. Metamaterial construction delivers unmatched recoil dampening, allowing you to field any weapon package that conforms to your budget needs and conflict resolution
Kopesh,
profile.
huh?
Patented biomass conversion systems allow extended emergency operations with minimal environmental impact.
That's how it makes blood.
Multilinear target processing provides simultaneous real-time threat analysis and legal review for autonomous domestic operations. Or control can be slaved to the swarm's neural network for weapons-free force application. Either way, when it's time to call out the big guns, it's time to call Kopesh.
The Deathbringer. So this was the heavy hitter. Main battle force indeed.
The BOR-7 Horus. Imagine your complete engagement ecosystem comprehensively managed by a high-speed learning machine network. Whether your need is to replace battlefield losses or intensify force projection, the Horus's onboard manufacturing capabilities mean you'll never get stuck waiting for the next arms delivery. Simply redefine your force parameters, and the Horus will fabricate additional units to fill the ranks for an affordable per-unit licensing fee. Meanwhile, the biomass conversion systems of other chariot line models allow them to keep the Horus fueled, repaired, and ready, extending its operational tolerances beyond that of any competing Titan-class platform. That's the Horus advantage. Always regulating, always ready.
It's a cut.
The ACA-3 Scarab combines conventional and information warfare capabilities in one package. Designed for high-speed, all-terrain reconnaissance, it boasts the world's highest survivability rating of any Scout-class autonomous agent. Maybe it's the Scarab's emergency biomass conversion systems that ensure it always makes it back to base, even if fuel supply lines have been interdicted. Or maybe it's the Scarab's ability to slave enemy robots to its own network. Now that's force multiplication.
Corruption.
Add a prehensile manipulator arm that can handle a host of functions, from 360-degree less lethal riot management to surgical repairs of allied chariot line models. And you've got the workhorse of any cutting-edge peacekeeping fleet.
The Corruptor. Slave enemy robots to its own network. It sounds like it's talking about how it corrupts machines.
Yep. Got some answers there. Put it upward.
Gonna be a long way up. Frozen metal most of the way. Not making this easy, Dr. Sobek. If plants can find a way to hang on up here, guess I can too.
Fair enough.
Toe's going numb. Keep moving.
Dad? He's in.
Crisis that began when they engaged in unauthorized offensive operations against robots and human personnel of the Hearts Timor Energy Combine. Now, I wish that I could relate that the crisis has been exaggerated, but it's not. The peacekeepers have not responded to stand-down codes, and by all signs, they appear to be replicating at a precipitous rate. Now, what I can promise you, can absolutely assure you, is that I am already devoting every possible resource towards reaching a speedy conclusion to this issue. So when you hear the bad talk about us against this company in the days, maybe weeks to come, just bear in mind that we will get past this. And a day's coming when none of this will matter.
Peacekeepers. That's what they called their machines. They were built for war, not peace.
Can't get. Gotta deal with it. Deck. From Gordon Nakata to Gina Zimmerman. Hands on deck. Nakata, that's. Gina, you ever heard of the Melville Island Fruit Association? Neither had I. Until they filed suit against us. Apparently, there's a little island paradise off the trail. Population 100 of whom hate us. Now that stray Hans Timmer unit is chowing down on their largest mango orchard. That brings the official count of Hart Timmer related lawsuits to 127. Most of them from private companies, but also a bunch from individuals, nation states, and NGIOs. Not even counting the mother of all liability claims from Hertz himself. Call every external firms we have ever used, and call the competitors. We're going to need every corporate defense lawyer we can, so half sober and on the bar. Associate General Counselor. Oh, goodness. Is there we go. Go. Take a quick look down, make sure I'm not missing any. Oops. Oh boy, how far did that set? It set me back up. Think nope. Didn't. Great.
Forget about traveling light.
Oh no, it isn't. Back at that same shaft. We're okay. Up this way. Is it falling apart as she walks on it? Yeah. You're in front of me. Baja on the seat. Bob from Stacy Anders to Robert Directioner, subject Dolphin Vid. Bob, another problem to add to our big steaming pile. Apparently a fisherman in the Sea captured video of a parts trimmer horrors unit refueling via biomatter conversion along the shoreline of Apollo Wetzar. On a pod of endangered dolphins, no less. Or possibly last to their con. Not to get graphic, but it looks like what happens inside a blender as the robot was whipping up a big, pink, swirling mixture of dolphin chum. Our suppression team has scrubbed it from 43 networks, but it's still propagating. It's only a matter of time before it goes viral. Prepared statement feels grossly insufficient. Any suggestions? This one's a real stinker. Stacy Anders, VP PR. There is no getting out of that one. Pry it open? Can't pry it open. Weird.
A way up. All it takes is a few good handholds. All right.
Top floor.
Wonder what we'll find.
Raised from this device, do you wish to deploy either privileges to recover purged data?
Oh yes, I believe I do.
A file has been recovered.
February 31st, 864.
Elizabeth, good to, it's been years.
Where's your legal team, Ted?
No need. I dropped all 18 lawsuits the moment you landed. I assume your data confirms this.
18
This
lawsuits.
promises to be interesting.
Perhaps we could have lunch brought in. You know, get reacquainted.
I know you, Ted. You screwed something up, something big, or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So spit it out.
There's a glitch in the chariot line.
Your killer robots?
Peacekeepers, yes, those.
So shut them down.
Obviously, Liz, we would, if we could. They're not responding.
Are you telling me a swarm has gone rogue, Ted?
It's worse than that.
Show me the data then. And I'll take that lunch. Alone.
Ted Faro brought Elizabeth Sobek here, but they hated each other.
Another file has been recovered.
This isn't a glitch.
February 1st,
It's a
2064.
catastrophe.
Fully aware. It's bad.
Bad?
Jesus, Les.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots
Peacekeepers.
that consume biomass as fuel,
In emergencies.
and you made them capable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore. The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think I did?
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 15 months. We're not talking fall of civilization. We're talking extinction.
I get it, Liz. So how do I stop it while it's contained?
It's not contained. It can't be.
You know what I mean.
Right. Before the truth gets out, you mean?
Liz, I will do anything you say. Keep working it, and whatever you recommend, I'll do.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Ted.
Ed, I think it's still with it.
The
Denial.
Faro robots threatened all life on Earth, but somehow she defeated them. The
Did
world
she?
of the old ones fell, but life went on, or we wouldn't be here.
A final file has been recovered.
Project Zero Dawn. Jesus, Liz. There has to be another way.
If there were a nicer way to fix your mess, I would have proposed it.
But this? This? When I asked you to find a cure, I didn't expect it to be worse than the disease.
It's not, Ted. It may be grim, but it's our only chance. Now sign the proposal.
Sign it? I can't sign that.
Yes, you can.
That? Liz, I cannot in good conscience sign that.
You've got a choice, Ted.
I know.
I am speaking to you from a VTOL en route to U.S. Robot Command. In 15 minutes, I meet with General Harris and the rest of the Joint Chiefs.
What? Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign, and I'll tell them the wealthiest corporation on Earth has guaranteed the funds necessary to build Zero Dawn. Exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I will make sure they and everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten me.
Actually, he has to.
Look on the bright side, Ted. From here on out, you get to do what you've always been good at. Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
God forgive me.
What made her solution so terrible? What did she do to stop the robots?
Executive access detected. Express lift opened.
This doesn't add up. Sobek couldn't have been my mother. She lived ages ago. All this searching, and I'm still no closer.
That's your reaction to everything you just learned? To whine like a spoiled child?
You should really try talking that way to me face to face.
As you wish. Do you really have no idea how monumental are the discoveries you just made, Aloy? I expected more of you.
So, you have a face. Got a name to go with it?
King?
Of all the questions you could ask right now, that's the one you choose. I've spent decades searching the ruins of the old ones, trying to solve the mystery of what happened to them. For years, I've suspected that Pharaoh robots destroyed their civilization, but I could never confirm it. And in minutes, you uncover more ancient knowledge than I have in a lifetime. And what you want to know is my name. Silence. That's my name. Now, why don't you try asking another question? Something less trivial.
You have no idea what I've been through. How hard it's been. My whole life, I grew up not knowing who I am or where I came from, and then come the Eclipse trying to kill me just because I look like this Elizabeth Sobek woman.
And they killed the man who raised you and you found in the mountain as a baby. I already know this through your focus.
The point is, every time I take a step forward, the answers slip farther from my grasp. You just don't understand.
It's not that I don't understand, Aloy. It's that I don't care. If the answers keep slipping away every step you take, then you best start running to catch up. Maybe then you'll realize just how big your problems really are.
What exactly are you talking about?
You've chased a personal riddle into a crowd of larger mysteries. The common thread is your connection to Elizabeth Sobek.
But what is that connection? She couldn't have been my mother if she lived centuries ago.
We don't know the connection yet. The only way to find out is to keep going, to keep making discoveries. Thanks to you, we've only just now learned that Pharaoh robots once threatened to end life on Earth.
But it didn't happen. The Old One's civilization was destroyed, but life was saved.
Obviously. So, what did Elizabeth do? How did she stop the robots before all was lost?
What was Project Zero Dawn?
Exactly the question. Are you ready to go get the answer?
Of course I am.
Why are you still standing here?
Not so fast, Silence. You've got some explaining to do.
Hey, you got some explaining.
If you still got questions, be quick about it and stop wasting my time.
Actually, now I'm wondering if Silence is leader of the Eclipse. Then again, why would he self-sabotage? It might be that he needs to know what Zero Dawn was to prevent it from being used against him.
You said you've known for some time that Pharaoh war machines destroyed the civilization of the Old Ones.
The evidence pointed that way. But until now, I never knew the full scope of their danger. That they could process organic matter into fuel, or that the Horus class could manufacture more robots. Like a cauldron on legs.
But the robots we've seen so far, the Corruptors and Deathbringers, they don't do those things.
Not yet, anyway. So far, we haven't encountered any that are undamaged. At full power, who knows what they're capable of? Now, if that's enough talking, be on your way.
Oh no. I'm just getting started. You've been getting a free ride on my focus, risking nothing while I risk everything.
I didn't know that I only got
All
one
I have to do
question.
is take this thing off my head, and you'll be blind, deaf, and dumb. So quit complaining and answer my questions.
Very well. Proceed.
Who are you, Silence? And what are your intentions?
You really need to make this personal?
I'm a lone wanderer who left his tribe behind a long time ago. An explorer of forbidden places, a searcher of lost knowledge. Exactly as I said.
Why do you know so much about the Eclipse?
I happen to know a lot about a lot of things. If what you're really asking is whether I work for the Eclipse or anyone else, I don't. I'm nothing if not independent.
Maybe.
So far as I can tell, the Eclipse are just following orders. It's Hades who wants me dead. Who is he?
I don't know. The Eclipse describe him as a buried shadow, some kind of devil.
That thing that spoke to me outside, that made that focus explode. That was Hades? It didn't seem like a person or a machine. More like a phantom.
AI.
With a terrible voice.
All that's certain is that he wants you dead.
Because of my connection to Elizabeth. Has to be.
Hades is using the Eclipse to resurrect Pharaoh robots.
But if Elizabeth found a way to stop them centuries ago, if she made special weapons, maybe Hades is worried I'll do the same thing.
In some of the ancient data I've recovered, there are hints of so-called super weapons being developed. Maybe to stop the robots, the civilization of the old ones had to destroy itself.
Interesting.
You've been using my focus to spy on me. How's that possible?
Every focus emits a signal, a voice that only other focuses can hear. I know how to string those voices together, how to make them talk to each other, to communicate, even over vast distances.
That worked.
How do you learn to do that?
Years of study and experimentation. In principle, it's not so different from how you override machines. I override focuses.
And you can spy through other Eclipse's focuses too.
Usually. All I'll say is that overriding the connections is complicated.
Is there any chance that Elizabeth Sobek could still be alive somehow?
It's highly unlikely, but not impossible. Some of the ancient data I've recovered includes mentions of life extension techniques. Pharmaceuticals mostly, an ancient word for medicine. But some were still trying to perfect ways of freezing and unfreezing people.
Oh, hint right there.
Unfreezing people?
Cryogenics, they called it. But there were problems with it. Given Elizabeth's technological acumen, I can't definitively rule out that she found a way to make herself immortal. But this is speculation. Wasting time.
Elizabeth told Ted Faro she was headed for a place called U.S. Robot Command to tell people about Zero Dawn.
The place still exists as a ruin. The Asaram call it the Grave Horde.
Grave Horde? Cheery name.
You'll find it in the eastern mountains, buried under the tangled coils of a metal devil, or a BOR-7 Horus, rather, as we're learning to call them. I'll contact you when you get there.
Okay, so those big things are a Horus.
Someday we'll meet in person, and your manners had better be improved.
Okay. Have 3 skill points. Let's spend those. That was a lot of lore dump. Wow. Whew, so much learned in that moment. Grab this. Guess I should get Hoarder next.
Well, getting down will be a lot faster than getting up here, at least. U.S. Robot Command next. To learn the secrets of Zero Dawn.
Let's check the quest level for it. Level 18. Oh. Everything be below level 18. Yep. Going down. Oh, zipline. Oh, hold up a second. Hold up a second. Make sure to double check. I want to leave here and miss out on something. Yep.
Snow's easing. Shake the numbness out.
So, from what they described of the All Mother, the machine that is in the Sacred Norlands, machines, animals, and people came out of it. I believe that's what Project Zero Dawn is. It's basically it's a life raft, basically. They knew they couldn't stop the machines, so instead of trying to stop them, they just hunkered down and weathered rode out the storm. Better or worse, that was the only choice. Oh, the corrupted zone. Let's handle that corrupted zone right there. All back here. That way lead? Could actually lead to it. Actually, no, it doesn't. Does it? Does it? No. Very unproductive coughs. But yeah, massive lore dump. Managed to learn a lot about the prior events, the old world. A lot of rats. I'm going to piece it together myself on my end, but rather curious to see what exactly the details are that Aloy is going to find. And I hate thinking about finding a Deathbringer at full power. One I fought was heavily damaged, so.
A quick way down.
Wasn't much to it. A full power one. That's going to. That was nice as hell. Quick save. Check out this corrupted zone. What we got here? Got Ravager and a fire battle back. Alright, so we got weakness to fire mostly? Yeah, it looks like mostly a fire weakness. Alright, let me check my inventory. Here. Bring this along. Along the rope caster. Actually, I kind of want to bring along the sharp shot bow is gonna be useless here, so let's place that with the rope caster. Then something else I wanted to bring up. I forgot what it was. Was it warbow? I think it was. No. No, it wasn't. Darn it. Yeah, because I can't really do anything with it. Well, no, it's weak to freezing. Yeah, let's bring that along. Couple of these down. Out with some of the traps.
They won't see it coming.
All right. Ouch. Boom. Come on, trying to hit that gun. Ouch. Hello. Other Avenger. Ouch. Alright, too high. Go on. Alright. Broke that gun off. Hey, don't run away from me. Die instead. Boom. That was my intention to try and do that a little bit cleaner, but it wasn't too bad.